Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Boys 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video, a series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. Am I ever going to undo the psychological damage I've done to my brain in the 4 or so years I've been making this video, or these videos? In fact, yes, I've been doing this for 4 years. This is the penultimate one before my 200th Fat Friday video. But that's all I'm going to say on that matter. Now, this week I'm continuing my look at tinned curries, because anyone who watches this series of videos knows that I absolutely love curry. Dying here. Robert's also dying. Robert says hello. Hello. Yeah. And tin curries kind of have a stigma to them, which to be fair you could argue is earned because they're so cheap. But I wanted to see if there are any good ones out there. So far I have tried ASDA's £2.20 Vindaloo, which is alright. I mean, it's warm, I guess. It's certainly not as good as their regular Vindaloo from the chilled section, but you would expect that. Like I said, it's £2.20. I tried a Marks & Spencer's richly spiced Beef Madras, which was £4.50 because it's Marks & Spencer's and they absolutely fleece you. But it was alright. However, I will say, and I will bloody cocoa for £4.50, the quality of the beef in it was absolutely fantastic. Then I tried Aldi's £1.30, that was key in that review of that product. Dying here. £1.30 hot and spicy chicken curry, kind of like a regular chip shop curry. It was bland as tits. It had a little bit of heat, but it was bland as tits. But it was £1.30. So this week I've gone back to Asda. I've been sitting on this, awkward, for a while, and I thought, well, let's crack into it this week because I do like beef madras. It's madras. It's an oniony type curry. Generally kicks in at about 4 chili rating. I've had the Iceland frozen beef madras in their takeaway range, and that's absolutely banging. But this is Asda's Beef Madras, and like I said, this is also £2.20. It's 392 grams, which you could argue is not too bad because it's £2.20, and that's kind of ready meal size. When you couple this with a rice, you certainly have a decent-ish, I should say ish, sized meal. But this is Asda's Beef Madras. I can't read it. Succulent beef in an aromatic curry sauce. Perfect with Bombay potato. Who eats Bombay potatoes? Not me. My mum used to make them as a kid and I couldn't stand them. No offence to my mum, I just cannot stand Bombay potatoes. Haven't eaten them since I was a kid. I know that taste is acquired and not technically subjective, because like I've always said, if you're stranded on a fucking desert island and all you can eat is coconuts and you don't like coconuts, you'll fucking eat coconuts, won't you? But, yeah, maybe I should go back and revisit it. Microwave 4 minutes. Do this on the hob. Do these on the hob. I mean, for the purpose of 4 minutes on the hob, 4 minutes in the microwave is going to make that much difference. I'm just assuming that this beef is going to be cheap as fucking all kinds of tits and leathery. So, dying here. Gonna do it on the hob. Thumbnail. Anyway. Do I have, apologies about it being as dark as my soul in here, but you know my thoughts I say it every week, but I'm still going to say it on fucking green sheep, energy saving fucking light bulbs and all that crap. But do I have anything new in Crisp Corner? Why, yes I do. Turns out, Cathedral City, you know, the people who basically make, unless you go to an independent cheesemaker, I'm talking about supermarket here, they make basically the best strong supermarket cheese you can find. They do cheese and onion crisps and they are alright, but I like my cheese balls. Yeah, so Cathedral City, how new it is. It's don't know, because obviously they leave those labels on, well, they're printed on the fucking bag, aren't they? And they end up staying on the front of the bag for fucking years and shit like that. Cathedral City are cheddar cheese flavoured balls, 120 grams. This was £2 and change, I want to say. I got this in Iceland, but the thing is, I know it's a gimmick, maize-shaped balls and shit like that, because we've been crafting our award-winning cheese. Don't care, just tell me if it's maize. Cathedral City cheddar cheese flavoured cheese balls. Cathedral City cheddar cheese flavoured maize. The maize, yeah, I like my gimmicky maize snacks. It's why as an adult I still absolutely love Monster Munch, so I thought I'll be all over those. Bit expensive for what they are, and the bag is a bit small, isn't it? But what are you going to do? That's life in the modern city. Anyway, do I have, got itchy head, do I have anything new in Eddie's Bar? Why yes I do. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Seeing as I noticed earlier on this week that I'm absolutely pretty much out of Heinz yellow mustard. Mild, because I do like what is known as a deli mustard. However, I do actually like, you know, proper hot English mustard. For the life of me, I cannot think who fucking makes our most famous brand of mustard. However, I was in Marks and Spencer's because I wanted to see how the other half lived for a change. Granted, to be fair, I go there quite a lot. And Marks and Spencer's Posh Dog Mustard. I'm assuming this is somewhere like a gourmet mustard. It was £2 and change, 300 grams. Too dark in here, much like my soul, for me to be able to read what's actually in it. But I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere across between real English mustard and mild mustard, or hot dog mustard, basically. And since I fucking love mustard, and the main thing I put mustard on is not dogs, it's burgers. I love mustard on burgers. So yeah, I thought, fuck me, I can't run out of mustard, or you know, shit's gonna go down. So anyway, let's have a quick look at the weather. Are you ready? Look at that beautiful, beautiful. Well, it's not cold, therein lies the problem. It rained all day yesterday. It's supposed to rain most of the day today. Seems to be a little bit of an intermittent break, but I'm loving the fact that it's rained, because it's not rained for ages. It's been stuck at this weird 24, 25 degrees, see, last week. And it's just been muggy as fucking hell. And it's supposed to rain, I think, over the next 2 days. And I will take it, because as you know, I fucking hate summer, but we've only really got a month of it to go. And then it's sweet, sweet winter. I've missed you, winter. I love you, winter. The only downside to this is it's not done anything about the humidity, and we're still stuck at 22 fucking degrees, which just blows my mind, and still muggy as tits at night. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna fucking tank down weather, at least tank down and do something about the humidity. Obviously, because it's been raining for the last 3 days, and obviously the fucking pussy ass you know, weather people on the TV, because obviously as adults in this country you cannot be trusted to have any form of common sense or look after yourself, have had yellow weather warnings, which is watch out, flash floods, and then they've been printing fucking things on the screen about how we should deal with potential flash floods. I live in fucking England. It rains a lot. Trust me, I know how to, because I'm an adult. Also, I live on a hill, so technically I don't have to worry about it. Interesting things that I found out that are going on this week. Now, I only just found out about it, and I've done my bit. I've gone to the website and I've put my feedback, but obviously it will be ignored. And I'm guessing this has been around for about at least 3 weeks, but they've been incredibly quiet about this, because like most local councils, like fucking government, they try and shove shit in through the back door and just say, hey, we had a consultation period, but you didn't do anything about it. But they never tell you that they're actually having one. They never make it public or known that they're having a consultation period. What are they having a consultation period on? Bristol City Council, you know, that council that's stuffed full of liberals, lefties and greens, all fucking individuals who have no business acumen whatsoever, an understanding of how your everyday person needs, what they need to live their life. And yeah, obviously they've got a green mandate. This is why this city has basically, it's pretty much bankrupt, Bristol. It pretty much is bankrupt. But they all have these visions, and they all want to leave a legacy, don't they? And they want to impose their mark on a city, regardless of how much damage it does to people's lives, business and jobs and stuff like that. But yeah, so they're having a consultation period on. They want to close off even more streets, and I don't just mean in the city centre, all over the city, to cars. Just close them off, right? Because they want people to walk more. That's all well and good, but I don't live in Bristol. I live in the burbs, so I can't walk to fucking work. They want people to cycle more, and they want, yeah, good luck having a bike in Bristol and not getting stolen or vandalised after 13 seconds when you chain it up somewhere because there are no old bill around. But also they want to improve the bus routes and stuff like that. So they're having a consultation period. Now, that's just a facade of democracy, because we all know when they say shit like that, they have a foregone conclusion in their mind, because, again, it's do as I say, not do as I do, and I want this shit in. I want Bristol to be a fucking green city, regardless of the impact it has on people's lives. So, yeah, make no mistake about it, this fucking facade where you go online, you answer all these questions and shit like that will not be taken into consideration. But my point with this again, is all these fucking green idiots, yeah, I'd love to go in their house. It's like when you saw the houses of Just Stop Oil, wasn't it? When the police did dawn raids on them and shit like that. I'd love to go in the Greens houses as well, because I guarantee you they've got every fucking gadget under the sun. I bet you they've got the George Clooney fucking coffee machine where you can't even fucking recycle the pods. They've probably got laptops, desktops coming out of their ass, every kitchen appliance under the sun, and they don't factor the two things together with their trying to force these green policies on people, just like, you know, the detriment to the economy and shit like that. So yeah, they're going to make it that you can't drive certain places, so that means passing trade for businesses is fucking hammered. How do you get to certain places of work? Because like I said, not everyone lives, you know, local to where they work. It's this impact which is just fucking deal with it, because, you know, you can walk, you can cycle in the bus lanes and shit like that, but it has real impact on people's lives that these fucking idiots just don't even factor into consideration, because they have their vision, because ultimately it won't fucking affect them. And I'd love to know how much money they charge on the taxpayer for fucking cabs in the council. Guarantee it's fucking loads, even though they live under the pretense of being green. So yeah, once again, Bristol City's going to be fucking hammered by a bunch of fucking idiots who don't understand how detrimental and bad these policies will be to everyone, but particularly business. And when you drive business out, then you fucking stop job creation, don't you? They never fucking understand that. Never understand that. Anyway, like I said, this is my free therapy. Let's get into our beef madras. Can you imagine, right? I mean, well, do you remember a time, because I know not everything still has it, most stuff does it, but time before fucking ring open cans. The dark ages, if you will. Right. Don't get this, I'm wearing the right coloured shirt for a change, don't act like you're not impressed, this is the best t-shirt in the world. Ooh. Oh, squiffy, squirly. I have a pan. That smells like a beef madras. It smells very, very, very oniony. I have read the ingredients. There's white pepper, there's a pinch of cayenne, which I didn't think was in a madras. There's paprika, but all of it is somewhat, excuse me, Willy Pops, at the bottom, which does concern me a little bit. But this is a 3 chili rated curry. I don't know if I said that at the start. There it is. It is a 3 chili rated, excuse me, itchy leg. 3 chili rated curry, so it meets my basic requirement for getting out of bed for a curry, but it does smell very, very nice. It's only 40% beef, and then the next ingredient is 18% onion. It's a £2. It's a £2.20 curry though, as I said. Bear that in mind, keep that in mind. I always think the madras, and I can't recall seeing on the ingredients, I'm dying here now though for sure, has a kind of licoricey smell to it, or aniseed smell I should say. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, don't know. Anyway, if you do want to read the ingredients, sorry, there you go, there they are. And as I always say, if you can't read them, don't care. But let's bang this bad boy in shot. If you can hear my dog, that's because she's a bottomless stomach. Oh, ping! There. If someone's in the kitchen and she can't get in the kitchen, they must be eating shit and holding it back from her, and she must get in there, because how dare you deprive me of food. Anyway. Look at me recycling. Who says I'm not fucking green? Spoilers! I'm not, because if you force me to be something, I won't be it, simply because I will cut my nose off to spite my face. Right. It does smell very, very nice. So, do we have any rice? Golden vegetable, what's the point? Golden vegetable, what's the point? Golden vegetable. Mixed pepper, had that a few weeks ago. Wasn't a massive fan. Ooh, hello. Chicken flavoured microwavable rice. I do like savoury chicken flavoured rice. I've only had Uncle Ben's and Tesco's, but oh, this is little. So I guarantee this was probably under a quid. Let's wake it up. Gonna need a plate. Yeah, that's how you do it, you know. Right, bang this in. Sure. I'm not expecting this to be hot, to be fair. But I'll tell you what. I mean, you'll see it on the hob in a minute, but it does look like relatively decent sized chunks of beef. Right, so let's bang this in. And do it right, because I have a bad habit of doing the wrong one and setting shit on fire. So yeah, 4 to 5 minutes. And I will need, because I still haven't got round to buy myself a spoon. Ooh. Easy there. Again, I know I say it every week, but if you're doing this on the hob, and I do recommend you do it on the hob. I know I said at the start of this video that you could argue the difference is probably negligible between doing it in the microwave and on the hob, but I do notice that there is one. But yeah, keep stirring, because it will stick to the pan. But I don't know if you can see that. It's decent sized chunks of beef. And also, with it being beef, I don't guess I have to worry too much about stirring it and it shredding up or falling apart like chicken. Because if it is beef, I do want it, I'm dying here, this smells absolutely resplendent. I do want it to be somewhat decent sized chunks. Smells very oniony, but it smells like a Madras. I mean, I would hope so, but like I said, keep in mind, it's £2.20. And I am enjoying, I'm not going to lie, I know the results have been mixed to varied, and also I am aware that, oh, easy there, sunshine, it's so dark in it, but I am enjoying going through tin curry, because there must be at some point we find an absolute blinder, a hidden gem, if you will. But yeah, so 4 or 5 minutes later, skip to the end. Right, job's a good one. You can't go sharp, you go off. Yeah, look at me, multitasking. Rice is done. That smells banging. Oh, that smells absolutely fantastic. We might have a new contender in the rice department. So let's plate this motherfucker up. Gonna need a fork. God, I'm starving. This is my genuine tea. You know the procedure by now. Make ourselves a fortified defence. A circle in the middle, if you will, to stem the flow of curry. That smells fucking phenomenal. I don't, like I said, I don't know how much it was, but if it's Aldi, I guarantee it'll be cheaper than all the other supermarkets, and usually of better quality. Right, so let's put this in. Look at that. It smells fucking banging. It really, really does. The only thing I have any concern with, apart from the fact that it costs £2.20, is it's going to be really, really cheap beef. You go over here. I have to resist my OCD washes, so I am going to bang you full of water in Fairy Liquid. Yeah, that's right, Fairy Liquid. I'm a branded guy. And let's crack into this bad boy. Crap, I don't have any napkins. I guess we just won't be a messy, gluttonous motherfucker. Fire extinguisher of choice. I am going to go with Tesco's Lemon and Lime Zero. Right, so basically, Tesco's make the best, in my opinion now, knockoff, it started raining again, banging, knockoff supermarket diet lemonade, but by far the best thing they make is this, honestly. If you like Sprite, this tastes better than Sprite. It's my favourite diet lemon and lime drink. But to be fair, 7-Up's no competition. It has its charms, but it's the weakest of all lemon and lime drinks. Anyway, let's get into this bad boy. I got rice everywhere. I'll just blame the hired help. Smells amazing. But first things first, let's try the chicken rice. So Aldi chicken savoury rice. That's good rice. It just tastes like you've got regular rice and you've added chicken stock to it. And when I say it like that, that makes it sound a bit pants, but no, that's amazing. That's amazing. Who would have thought? So something as simple as just chicken flavoured rice would be so good. Why is it taking so long for them to make it? I'm guessing I have minced the beef up a bit because I'm not finding any big chunks. Unless it's just gone soft, there's a chunk because it's hot now. Anyway, 2 tiers in a bucket. ASDA's Beef Madras 3 chili rating, but 2 tiers in a bucket, fuck it. It's really thick. Oh, there's a tickle. It's really thick. And it's really, really creamy. I'm not a massive fan of creamy curries. And I don't know if that's just because they got a little bit of a sniffle there. I've done it on the hob, and stuff generally comes out a bit thicker, I think, on the hob than it does when it's on the microwave. But it's not bad, it's nice. It's really nice. Here and here I've gone a little bit squiffy, probably because it's really, really rich. I've got slight tingle on the end of my tongue, slight lash down the back of my throat. It's sitting on my chest though, which is quite interesting, but yeah. And quite surprisingly, get some rice with that. Quite surprisingly, the beef's pretty good. Ooh, yeah, a little bit. Let me define pretty good for a tinned curry. But it's not fatty, it's not chewy as shit, it's not tough. It's pretty good, it's nice. It's not as good beef as the one from Marks and Spencer's, but then it's not a £4.50 tin of curry, is it? Excuse me, windy pops. Palate cleanse. I will say this. Oh, excuse me, stealth windy pops. Did you get away with it? It's not as nice as Iceland's frozen beef madras. But then that was advertised as beef brisket, wasn't it? But, again, £2.20. Excuse me, big. That's a really nice cheap beef madras. Like I said, £2.20, a quid for rice, £3.20. That's a good, quick, you know, beef curry ready meal. Obviously it's not gourmet. Obviously it's full of, you know, salt and shit like that. But the point is, for a tin curry, that's alright. It's not as hot as the Vindaloo, the ASDA Vindaloo, but it's nicer. The beef may not be as good quality as the Marks and Spencer's one, but it's nicer than that. And it's certainly nicer because as cheap as it is, from a taste perspective, it's on a whole different fucking level from that one I got from Aldi, because that was just bland as tits. This is really rather quite nice. Again, for a tinned £2.30 curry. I would have this again. I really would. I'd definitely have this rice again. I'm going to have to go there and stock up on it. Do it in the microwave. I mean, like I said, don't. But if you want the beef not to break up, then I guess do it in the microwave. But there's still pieces in there. I mean, I would hope so. But I am genuinely very, very surprised and slightly, for what it is, tin curry, impressed with that. As does Beef Madras. I keep wanting to say Beef Maestro. Beef Madras tinned curry. Yeah, can't go wrong with it. Can't fault it, can't go wrong with it. Are there better beef madrasses? Yeah. Is it the worst beef madras I've ever had? No. Is it value for money? Yeah. So anyways, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've tried this one. But yeah, I am liking this. Trying to see if there are any hidden gems in tin curries, and it looks like we found one. Windy pops. But thank you very much for watching. I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've had this. I know of any other tin curries I should try, and I'll see you later.